On. All right, let me see if I can remove the back screen off. Hey guys, it's part of the process. So here I am. I don't like that virtual background. What you guys think? Let's go virtual background and we do auto, which means let's do deselect. My background is better. All right, here we go, guys. So today's Wednesday. Yes, it is Wednesday, October the 5th, and I have committed myself. If I wanted to become better at what I do, I gotta practice and eat the Kool-Aid. Huh? Eat the Kool-Aid. How about that? So every Wednesday, what we're doing here is, as you guys can see, Marketing Lab Wednesdays. What does that mean? What you trying to say? What are you trying to do? What you trying to become? Right? What are you trying to teach? Guide, whatever you want to call it, mentor, coach, whatever you guys want to call it. So many words out there today that I don't even know which one is which. So, what we do every Wednesday is actually what I do here every Wednesday is I'm trying to help as many entrepreneurs as possible to find the GPS to success. There is no free ride, and today we're going to talk about nothing but marketing. Mondays is about sales. We're doing a lot of training on sales. We're going to be talking about rebuttals. We're going to talk about all that. On Tuesdays, we talk about marketing automation because that's what I feel that I'm an expert at, as I love connecting the pieces together. And why I love doing that, I know that there's a lot of people that hate doing that. Yes, I use the word hate. Don't use the word hate. Don't do this. Don't do that. You know what? Stop. Let's just get to work. Let's see what we can do to actually take, instead of worrying, we worry so much about, if he's going to tell me. Worry about how can we use anything that somebody has to say to empower our business. Yes? Okay, let's get to work. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm actually sharing a screen from a huge marketing execution workshop that I am going to be doing very, very soon locally. And it's going to be locally. I'm actually looking for an event place so we can do it locally. And we're also going to do it on live on Facebook. Okay, so this is actually what we call the marketing execution workshop. But for today, we're going to have just 30 minutes about what is marketing and how can you master that. Okay, so I'm going to jump into 2 3 slides, then I'm going to show you guys where do you start with this stuff. Okay, so that way you guys can start gathering the information that you need to take your business to that level that you always dreamed of. Okay, it's a process, so we're all in the same process, guys, right? Some of us just have more knowledge in one area than the other, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I know that I deal with a lot of business coaches, consultants, and things like that, and they're so good at consulting and coaching in that area, but they we're not. That doesn't make us very good at everything. Okay, so I've learned, what am I good at? I love digital marketing and I love sales. Those are the two things that I love to do. And let's get to work. You don't care about that. What you care about, show me what you got. Show me what you got. So I want to start with this one, right? I'm actually going to see if I can do this. Can I do that? Can I show that? All right. So let's start from here. I wonder if I could do this. Can you guys see that? You know what? Let me not play with that. Let me make sure that we are actually doing it right. So the single most important aspect in your whole entire business is what? It's marketing. The single most, there's two of them. You have a marketing process and you have a sales process. Yes? So when somebody asks you, how's your business doing? And you may want to think to yourself, I'm not doing that great. It may be because your sales process or your marketing process are not in place properly. Okay. I know that at the beginning we try to figure out, okay, where do we start? How do we go? But then, guys, don't worry about it. The good thing about it is that your competitors is terrible at this too. Your competitor is terrible at it. Okay. So what is our goal? Our goal is actually to help you the shortcuts of the year mistaken by millions of dollars wasted so that you can grow your business faster than you ever thought possible. Yes. So check this out, guys. I love this slide because I was clicking on the wrong one. Um, Check this out. The odds are against you. Not something we want to hear. The odds are against you. The average person consumes more data in one day. That's crazy. More data in one day than a person in the 15th century did in a lifetime. These are statistics. 90% of the data in the world was created in the last few years. I would not even say 2 anymore. I would say 3 or 4, right? Consumers need to have 30 touch points before they convert. Ouch. You only have 3 seconds to capture the customer's attention. That's why you always talk about funnels and this and that, because that's part of it. And let me tell you about the 10 marketing commandments of the 10 commandments of marketing are. Watch this, guys. Please learn them. Please learn them. One is money follows attention. What does that mean? Think about it. When you are looking at a coach, consultant, or something like that you want to follow, why are you following them? Because maybe they have the success that you're looking for, right? Hopefully that's what it is. You want to see what is it that they're doing that they're so confident in teaching other people to do, and where are they, right? Because a lot of people are telling you, you should do this, you should do this, you should do that, and guess what, guys? Ask them to show you the bank account. It happens a lot, right? So best known always beats best. Best known always beats the best. You want to be followed, and what is all this content? I'll tell you in a minute why we're going with all this, okay? Assume that nobody sees what? Nobody sees it. Commandments of marketing. Your marketing, assume that nobody sees that marketing that you're doing. Attention is the most valuable currency. Hello, I want attention, because when you don't have people's attention, how can they even take the next step, right? It makes a lot of sense. So why I do things like that is being able to actually show people that sometimes we know what the heck we're talking about, or sometimes they don't, because people like this is, to me, I'm actually doing this more for me than I am for anybody else, right? Because first you got to know it yourself before you can actually practice and preach it, which is one of the reasons why people talk about coaching today. Everybody's a coach. I'm a coach this, I'm a coach that, I'm a coach. I get that, but you have that experience and so forth. And think about this: just because you're a coach, a consultant, right? What's your expertise on? Let's say, for example, you're a business coach. If you're a business coach, there's so many different areas in business, right? What is it that you're expert at? You can't be expert at all of them, right? Like I was gonna go into business coaching, and I'm like, no, I just don't think I want to be a coach. I'd rather be consultant. I'd rather do things for people, because I love this stuff. I love to get my hands dirty and putting all this, mapping all these marketing processes together for small businesses, right? So attention is the most valuable currency. If you're not doing marketing, you're not getting any attention. And if you're just doing email by itself, that's not marketing. That's just, I guess you could call it part of the marketing, right? Just outreach, but that doesn't work by itself. Repeat successful actions. Well, absolutely. You got to repeat what's working for you. And now, if you there's a saying that you can't scale something you cannot measure. So if you can't measure who's coming into this funnel, who's coming in through this marketing strategy, who's coming in through this SMS campaign, who's coming in through my Facebook group, who's coming in through whatever area it is, that you're not seeing the big picture. So you got to go do a lot of things and then start analyzing what's working, what's not. That's exactly what I'm working on right now with my sales. I'm doing a new sales trainings, right? So I'm putting this stuff together, and I'm going to show you exactly how I'm doing it, so that way you guys can see what is it that I'm doing, and what is it. Forget about me, okay? Like, think about this, guys. This stuff that you're watching, this is part of Grant Cardone stuff. I actually paid $25,000. So if you see it at the bottom, it says that's Grant Cardone stuff. That's right. Why do I need to reinvent the wheel? Sometimes we try to reinvent something that we already know it works, right? So money follows attention. I already know how much he's making. I decided to actually follow his stuff. And guess what? I'd rather pay $25,000 cash to get all the content that I do from him. So that way we're paying for speed. That's really when you're doing that. When you grabbing this stuff and you're paying for a coach and you're just paying for speed. You can go figure it out on your own, but I'd rather pay for speed because I want to get there faster. Because when you get there faster, then now your money duplicates. Got it? Speed is senior to quality. Speed is senior to quality. Speed, like move fast, always on the move, right? It's senior to quality. Marketing is senior to sales. Whoa, wait a minute. I thought sales was. No, guys. What you have to think about is marketing is senior. Marketing is senior to sales. Why? If you don't have your marketing strategy and process, there's nothing you can sell because you're not getting nobody's attention. I'm gonna put the chat in the chat right here. I'm gonna invite you guys if somebody wants to come up and ask a question. More than welcome to invite up to 10 guests. Here we go. I'm gonna invite it here. I'm gonna put it on the chat and then I'm gonna send this over. You're more than welcome. If you have any questions, I put the link on there. Come on in. I'll bring you onto the stage, and if I can solve any problem, I will. If not, that's okay. Don't worry about it. Just kind of I hope you hear this stuff out and not only hear it, but actually go implement it. I am, at least I am, and that's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm doing marketing right now. I'm actually getting myself out there, even though, what is it say? Assume that nobody sees it. I'm assuming nobody's looking at me right now. I'm assuming that I'm talking to myself. Talking to myself. That's right. So what? I'd rather be talking to myself and trying to practice my training processes, and then I actually always get more out of it because I'm like, this 10 commandments of sales, 10 commandments of marketing make a lot of sense. Money follows attention. Best known always beats the best. Assume that nobody sees it. Attention is the most valuable currency. Repeat successful actions. Speed is senior to quality. Marketing is senior to sales. That's where we left off. Frequency comes before greatness. How frequent are you doing this? That's why I'm here, guys. Not to impress you. I really don't. I'm done. I'm past that point. I just want to get better at what I do. And the only way for me to get better is to be frequent about doing this stuff that I don't want to do. I just came out of the shower. I'm like, I don't know if I want to. Because nobody's watching. Come on, you know what I'm talking about because you feel the same way sometimes, right? You feel the same way. So, marketing is seen as frequency. Frequency comes before greatness. You cannot be great until you become very frequent. What is it taking to be frequent? It takes discipline and commitment. Most of the time, we're just like, you probably felt like I did earlier, right? I was like, I don't know that I want to, I'm not in the mood to do this right now. I've had a lot of calls this morning, which was all great, but that's not fair that I stopped myself, right? So, and like this morning, right? The wife went to the gym or she went to yoga, and I was like, what am I going to do here? I grabbed my bike and I went to the store, rode a bike, a little hour, just listening, meditating, stuff like that. Because what's easy, when you stop doing things, then it's easy. What's easy to do, it's easy not to do either. No one thing can blow a deal. We'll talk about that more. I think that has a lot to do more within the sales part, so I don't want to go there. I want to talk to you guys about the next step, right? No one thing blows a deal, and then be omnipresent. What does that mean? Okay, guys, so check this out. I actually use a software called Studio Stream.io. So right now, as you see in me, or even you're not, if I'm talking to myself, I'm good with that. Because I'm actually practicing with myself. Yeah, practicing with myself. And if you're listening, I'm actually going to give you a gift at the end of the call. Why do I say I'm going to get a gift at the end of the call? What I'm doing is, and I'm intentional about doing about marketing. It's not just about being here. How I know if somebody's is going through or watching this stuff is because I'm going to put a link at the bottom of a book that's going to talk about marketing, right? What is the number one problem that people are having following up? So I'm going to give you a free ebook on follow up today. Not mine. I'm not that great. I don't want to be that great. It doesn't matter. What I want to give you is stuff that really will change your business. I'm good, but I always want to improve, right? So you got to remember these 10 commandments of marketing. Okay, the 10 commandments of marketing. Now, the first thing you want to start with is, guys, building your brand message. What are you talking about? Building your brand message. So you have to have a message, right? There's the message, then you have the content for the message, then you have your distribution channels, right? Whether it's organic or paid, and then you have your offer, and then the conversion. Now I know we all want to go is after the what? The conversion. I want to do the conversion. I want to do the sales. I want to do the sales. I'm good too. I like, you know what? I love sales. Bring me the sales. Bring me the sales, and I'll do the sales, right? So, and that's one of the reasons why I went after getting certified with Grant Cardone, was because I already love sales, so I knew that that was gonna be, I can't say an easy process, but a process that I can actually help me work with, right? Let's say, want to increase engagement from your Facebook group, invite your audience to connect their Facebook to stream. No, name it. This is really cool. See that? I'm just reading stuff that's in here. I just started using Stream.io. I think it was around 2 weeks ago. So I'm still learning it. But guess what? If I don't learn the new things, or how what I love it is because it goes into, right now we're talking about omnipresent. I'm in LinkedIn right now. I'm in Facebook. I'm in YouTube. I'm in a Facebook group, and I have another 2 Facebook groups, and even my business, my profile, my business, my Facebook profile. Okay, so the first thing, let's go back to this. Number one thing you want to start with is building your brand. Okay, monetization map is that way. Remember, we're talking about creating your message, building your brand message. Well, your message is here. Then what you want to think about is content, distribution channels, organic, pay. What am I doing? Most of the people start with the what you call organic, or what you call, I call it organic or paid. I call it outbound or inbound. Outbound is outbound organic reach, social media and stuff like that. By the way, guys, probably in the next one, I'm actually testing the software out that is going to do some amazing stuff on social media. If you're the kind of person like, I don't think I'm ready to pay for ads. This software, who's actually belongs to a friend of mine, I'm setting it up for me right now, but I'm seeing how amazing it can do. So it goes on to the Facebook groups, and it searches for certain keywords. It actually pulls that person, and it sends them it invites them as a friend, and then sends them a message. For what reason? Just because I want to talk to a lot more people. I want to help a lot more people, and you can't do it one by one. It's very hard. That's why most people hire social media agencies, digital marketing agencies, and so forth. And if you're not doing that, uh, the best way I can tell you is, if you don't have the funding to hire somebody to do social media or content or marketing, let's just say marketing agency, the best way to do it is to automate a lot of this stuff. I'm giving you the tricks. Automate a lot of this stuff, and you're gonna see what happens, right? So if you're not completely clear on who you are and what you offer, how could you ever expect a customer to be? If you're not completely clear on who you are and what you offer, how could you ever expect your customer to be? Ouch, ouch, ouch. I had that problem at one time. Let me see if I can do this. See here. All right, guys. I was hoping I would see a little bit better. Let me see. No, I don't like that one. 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 Let's just leave it like that. So, and I'm going to remove the chat from there. Okay. So here we go. If you're not completely clear on who you are and what you offer, how could you ever expect a customer to be? Big problem with the industries today. What do? You've heard this before, guys. I'm a realtor. What do? I sell cars. Why do you do what you do? So anyway, that's going to be another subject that we talk about, right? About the right messaging. So I think we'll start how to create your own message. We'll start that next week. I'm actually going to get a couple of people that want us to help them with. So if you want help with creating your message, let me know. I'll show you some of the stuff that I put together for other clients using softwares, using script softwares, using AI. I use artificial intelligence a lot. I use artificial intelligence a lot because that leverage you to be able to do more in less time, and also leverage your time. Artificial intelligence is working while your VA is sleeping. Okay, while we're sleeping, it works for you. Okay. Okay, guys, let's continue. I'm not going to take too long on this. We're just going to go 30 minutes. I think more than 30 minutes is just a lot of information. I'm going to make sure that where I left off. So this is the first thing. So let's recap this. It's 120. 30. I'm going to stay with 30 minutes. And then later on, as I start bringing people on board, then I'll go 45 minutes and then I'll go an hour. I can go for 2 hours here. But what I'm trying to do is learn this content, right? So that way I can do the whole entire marketing execution workshop. And then that way we can help people. When I say workshop, it's not about me talking about it. It's about we helping you get there. Like we're going to do a workshop and we're going to give you scripts and all this different stuff that you need. Let me move this out of here, the music. And I think that's going to be the right way to do it. And it's going to be a 5-day challenge. But the first one is going to be a sales execution challenge. So you have two different things you may be struggling. Are you struggling with sales or marketing, or maybe both? Now, remember what we said here. What goes first, the marketing or the sales? Okay, let's go back to this one. Marketing is senior to sales. So start with your marketing, not with your sales. Most people start the other way around. Who am I going to talk to? How am I going to talk to them? What the strategy is going to talk to? And then what systems and processes am I going to use? What do you mean by that? Okay, so if marketing is senior to sales, let's talk about this other image that I want to share with you guys, and then we will end this with this. And this is what we're going to be talking about with the next couple of weeks. And as I bring people on board, I'm going to start inviting people. Hey, tell me one area that you're struggling about in your marketing, right? So we're going to go live and we're going to help them fix that problem. So if that's you, make sure you join. I'm going to send you guys a link. So that way, when you opt in with the labs, I'm going to do everyday labs. So I'm actually going to grab that one right now. Training on sales on demand, site training. So this is actually called the execution lab. If you want to be interviewed, please let me know. Not interviewed. I'll take that back. It's not interviewed, but if you want us to help you with your marketing or sales, let me know. We will go live. We will coach you through that part, right? And see, like you asked me the question. So the way it's going to happen is that, just say, for example, next Wednesday, I have a Joe. Let's say, for example, Joe wants some help in creating his marketing strategy, right, or marketing message, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to sit down with him live, and we're going to start asking him questions. Well, tell me about your business and so forth. At the same time, I'm going to promote you guys because you're going to be here. So make sure that that you join. I'm going to put this on the chat right now, right? I'm going to put this on the chat right now. This is actually the workshops. So if you're on the workshops, I'm going to be sending an email every day now. So that way I can start gathering people and setting them up for the appointments for the future weeks with their struggles. What is that one thing that we can help? This is the same. If there was one thing that I could help you solve in your marketing today, what would that be? Everything. Okay, I get it. But let's go a little bit deeper. Tell me what you got first, right? We got to find out exactly where you are at first. Because sometimes you say, I've got my message down. I got my elevator pitch down. I got you got all this stuff down. Great. You have such a man. What about yourselves? How are yourselves? This is the number one part where people struggle is their sales, not the marketing. Because the marketing, you can get it done if you wanted to sit down and create your marketing strategy. You can do this in 2 weeks, nonstop. You know, maybe you work maybe an hour, 2 hours a day in your marketing, and you should be working every day to improve it. I have my team right now working on several different things, like strategies that I'm talking about. So I'm going to tell you kind of what I'm doing, right? So that way you guys can get an idea of what can you go do? What can I give you a good action to go do next, right? Today. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing here, and then I'm gonna share another document, which is here. Hope you guys see it. So customer engagement model. Okay, the customer engagement model. I should have done. I wonder if I could do. If it would look better if I do something like this. What's this? I wonder if I brought it over here, and instead of doing that, boom, boom, boom. All right, customer engagement model. This is what I'm working on now. I wonder if I do that and then say share my whole entire screen. Boom, boom, boom. Same thing. Okay, just testing out, guys. So join the link if you want to get notifications on the labs that we're doing every day. Sales execution lab. Today's for marketing, right? So check this out. Customer acquisition, right? And retention. Let's talk about acquisition because the retention, let me see here. Okay. Hopefully it's bigger for you. Okay. Let me remove my chat from there so that way you guys can see it. Okay. So here we go, guys. What you want to think about is how do people find me first? And remember, we're talking about that. Like, how do people find you? Well, nobody's going to find you if you're not doing anything. Okay, so what you want to look at that is saying, what am I going to do, inbound or outbound first, right? I'm going to do both, but first, I think that we all should start with outbound marketing first, so that way you can test your marketing strategies first, right? And I will show you exactly the whole flow of this. Every week, we're going to go deeper and deeper. So if you want to go deeper and if you want to be part of that, let me know and I'll be happy to help you with that. Okay. So let's talk about inbound or outbound. Okay. So for me, I'm doing outbound processes, right? Oops. I'm sorry, guys. So outbound processes, right? Find me. We're going to just talk about find me today. Find me today. It's going to be inbound and outbound. Let's talk about our outbound process. Okay. I'm going to stop sharing now and I'm going to share with you my, let me go back over here first. Actually, I have it here. So I already had it. So my first marketing strategy is going to be, and I'm going to do it live so that way you guys can actually see how this is working and why it works so well. Okay. If you do it right. So let's do sales on demand. So what's my marketing look like for this, right? So first thing I'm doing is actually telling people, hey, by the way, Joe, Jane, Joe, whatever business. Hey, great. So let me ask you a question. If I could solve one problem in your business, what would that be? Sales or marketing, right? If they say marketing, guess what I'm going to send them? I'm going to send them how to fill a pipeline with cold prospecting. Remember, we're talking about cold outbound. So guess what I'm going to do, guys? First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in here, which I am doing it live with you guys. And I'm actually going to put it on the chat, right? So let's just say you are struggling with the marketing. Well, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you this. I say, hey, by the way, this is Javi. Will give me the authorization to send this ebook out. Let me show you. Okay. So I'm going to send you this book, right? How to fill your pipeline with cold prospecting. Guess what? This is not mine. Get to know Javier Pulido. This is what I do, right? Download the free ebook from Grant. How am I doing this? Because I paid to have access to this, so I can give it to you. So we spent thousands, $25,000 if you want to know, $25,000 for us to be able to give you this content, not so that way I can go create my own ebook. To me, I'm like, I don't have the time for that. I want to go impact the world. I already know enough to actually do that. So that's exactly what the video says. Hey, by the way, blah, 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 so forth. Now check this out. This is what you call the hook, right? This is what you call the attention getter, whatever you want to call it, guys. And you don't have to opt in, okay? I'm just showing you because I like to be raw and I like to show people exactly what to do. This is what a lot of people are not showing. They're doing it and they're like, oh, you want me to show you? You gotta pay me. So no, you go do it yourself. I'll give you access to the platform, or I'll give you access to all these ebooks. Go do it yourself. If you want to do it by yourself, I will help you do it by yourself. Okay. Now, if you don't want to do it by yourself, then definitely reach out. Let me know whatever we can help with. If not, that's fine. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to uh, to share the knowledge that I have today. So what I do here is actually how to fill up the pipeline, right? With prospecting. Now here we go. Now I'm actually doing the information, right? Javier Pulido. I'm actually testing and make sure everything's working here. 577-9927. Boom, 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 boom. 9927. Now you guys have my number. You can call me anytime. Socialitesa@gmail.com. I'm using that one instead of my business organization, 10x Advantage. All right. So submit to get the ebook. Why are we doing this? It's because I'm giving you, remember that a lot of the hooks are really for you to actually exchange information. I'm giving you this for free so that way we can talk. Now, if you're that kind of person, I just want the ebook. I don't want to give you nothing. You know, that's probably the reason why we struggle with sales a lot. It's because people don't do what you say, people do as you do. Ouch! I know that hurts, but it happened to me. I don't know why, but the more money I spend in coaches, in programs and things like that nowadays, I actually get more, and I believe that that is really what we need to practice what we preach. You want people to sign up with you. You got to go sign up with other people first, right? It's not, you're not going to make it by yourself in this world. And if you want to be successful, I promise you that eventually you're going to need a team. How do I know that? Because I'm doing it. So let's go here. And this is the process that I'm using. So this is how, because they told me there's, like right now we're talking about marketing, right? Not sales. So if we're talking on sales, I'm going to give the other book that's in sales, right? So how to fill out the pipeline. And guess what? There's a reason why I'm giving this ebook away, because everybody that's in this, that wanted stuff about marketing, they're going to be tagged. Oops, sorry guys. They're going to be tagged when they get this, right? So they're going to be tagged on the pipeline, this ebook, that they got this ebook. Now, when I get ready to do the marketing execution workshop, guess who's going to be invited? So yes, absolutely. If you don't want to be invited, if you get bothered by your emails, and so don't do it. Don't claim it and so forth, because I don't want to bother anybody. If you're that person, sometimes we're loners, right? If you're a loner, you don't want to be bothered. You don't want, then maybe this is not for you. I think business, you can't do it on your own. So submit. I'm going to submit, and I'm testing the process out to make sure what happens after that. As you can see, 11 minutes, right? Kind of give them that person the you need to take action kind of thing, right? So that way we know exactly what is the next step. So what the strategy behind this, which we were talking about outbound, is the following, right? Let me see where that one was at. We're talking about the outbound. Hold on, guys. What did I do with that ebook, with that part? I thought I had it here. No, I thought I had it here. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't know what I did with it, but no problem. I think maybe I have it here. Yes. Let me show you guys something real quick, and then we're done. Oops, 11:133 already. Time happened. Time flies. Self execution supplement script book. Okay, this is what I was showing you guys. Is this okay? Right here, the outbound. Okay, the outbound. What I'm doing is outbound. I'm doing trainings. Outbound. This is trainings, ebooks, free webinars, free. There's one thing that I've heard from Grant Cardone. He said this, and it makes a lot of sense. I knew it firsthand, but it's true. He says 75% of his time is actually spent in creating content, and 25% in sales. So that's crazy. In other words, I take that back. That's not the way that's not the way it's supposed to be said. The way it's supposed to be said is 75% of the time is doing marketing, and then 25%, the other 25% collecting money. So 75% of your time should be is giving people value, giving free trainings, outbound, outreach, connecting, and then the people start flowing. If you have enough people that you outbound marketing to, then you'll start seeing the difference of your conversions, because the more people you have in your pipeline. Now remember, godly, I don't have my book yet, but hopefully by the end of the day today, I'm gonna check on it to see if I received it yet. But I ordered this notebook. Anyways, we'll talk about that the next one, so you guys can see. I'm gonna start writing on it and so forth. So I can't wait to have that to be able. Again, another tool. It cost me $500, but again, it's like you either do it, you either want to do it or not, right? So I know that not this outbound marketing is not for everybody, but we are going. I am working with a friend of mine who actually has I think it's just an amazing process what he has done with the outbound for social media. So if you're interested in that, I'll share it with you guys later. As a matter of fact, I think I have it here, or maybe I'll share it with you now. It's a brand new software, turns your Facebook messengers into color coded CRM and generates target and traffic. No, I'm not going to share it yet because I got a question for him. I know he has a CRM, and I want to make sure it doesn't point to his CRM, because then I'm actually hindering myself. Okay, so if you're watching, I got that question for you. But hey, guys, let's. I'm gonna finish up right here, right now, right? So make sure that you always know. Let's recap what we learned. Yes, recap what we learned. Let's do the following. I'm gonna share one more time here, and I'm gonna say, here we go, here we go. So let me put this one back up. All right. So, guys, just keep in mind what I just said. Money follows attention. Best known always beats best known. Assume nobody sees you marketing. Attention is the most valuable currency. Everybody wants attention, but nobody wants to pay the price. Repeat successful actions. Speed is senior to quality. Marketing is senior to sales. Frequency comes before greatness, and no one thing can blow a deal. No one thing. There's a lot of things, and always be omnipresent. In other words, always be out there giving people value. Always be here, be on Facebook, be outbound posting and so forth. Eventually, people will start noticing you if you're consistent enough, if you are the frequent enough, if you are committed enough. People are not dumb. They know if you're committed or not. Okay. So if you're just trying to say, I'm just so good, I don't need, yeah, people don't know you. People don't know how great you are. Right. And people don't care how much you know until you know how much you care. So if your purpose is actually to impact your community, then make sure that you start with number one thing is the most important thing in your aspect is your marketing. So make sure your marketing is on point, guys. Your marketing here, right, is on point. Don't worry about it again. Your competition sucks at it too. Okay. And our goal basically is to help you build your brand and your message. If you need some help with that, so that way you can actually monetize your processes, monetize your services or your products, your dream. You have it inside of you. You just need the right guidance to help you get there faster. So I am going to get out of your way. I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining. If you are, if you're not, thank you for not joining. Haha. Thank you, guys. I am going to end this for right now. Tomorrow is Thursday, so we're going to do Q&A Thursdays. I'm going to be sending out an email to anybody that has opted in and says, what question can I answer for you for marketing automation? And I'm going to start working on that every Thursday. And then Saturday, we do. Let's fix your funnel Saturdays. Okay. See you guys. You have the link on there. Ciao for now.